What's up, y'all? So in the last video, we talked about how to use coordinate systems. We talked about four main things. First, we talked about the polar coordinate system, where you type in the length of the line and the angle that you want it at. Then we talked about Cartesian coordinate system, where you just put in the name of the point where you want the line to end up at and to start now. We also talked about relative coordinate points and absolute coordinate points. Relative means with respect to the last point that you were at, and absolute coordinate points are always with respect to the origin. Well, in this next video, we are going to discuss, and you probably won't be doing this on your own, but it is needed for the certification exam, so that's why we're talking about it. I'm going to discuss how to do something when you are in absolute coordinate points. So let's go to D settings, so type in DS. And then we already have it at dynamic input tab, and then go to the enable pointer input settings. And to be honest, you guys should really usually have it in relative coordinates setting, because this one is, I think, more easy to use and more intuitive. But for this lesson, we're going to do absolute coordinates. So okay, and I'm going to type in a line 0, 0, enter. And I want this to end up at 1, 1. Okay, so we can see that ended up at 1, 1. All right, in order to go 1 to the right and 1 up from my last point, I cannot just do 1, 1, because as you see, we're in the absolute coordinate setting. 1, 1 brought me right back to my starting point. It brought me right back here. So in the absolute coordinate setting, if I want to go to the right 1 and up 1, I have to know exactly what the name of this point is that end at. Well, it's pretty simple for this example. So we know that it's 2, 2. So I'm going to type in 2, 2, enter. Okay, great. I'm going to click escape. I'm going to show you that these are two different lines. We have one line here, one line here. Well, what if I want to keep my absolute coordinates on for the settings, but just for this one line, I would like to do the relative. I would like to use relative coordinates. I'm going to show you how to do that, and it's by using the @ symbol, hence the name of this video. So let's put in a line, enter. I'm going to start it at 2, 2. So we are starting where we last left off, and I want to go over 1 and up 1. All right, but let's just say I don't really know what this point is. So that means I don't really know what this point is going to be right here. I don't really know what it's going to be. Okay, obviously we know it's going to be 3, 3, but let's just pretend we don't know for a moment. But we do know we want it to go to the right 1 and up 1 from the last point. Well, this is where the magic comes in. Instead of typing 1, 1, I'm going to type the @ symbol. So you should see the @ symbol right there next to my highlighted number. You need to do that by holding Shift and then clicking 2. So that gives you the @ symbol. And now I'm going to click 1, 1. Voila. So now we have this line, we have this line, and we have this line. So remember, we were in absolute coordinate setting this whole time. But by typing the @ symbol, I was able to switch it to relative coordinate setting just for that one input. Let me give you another example really quickly. So rectangle, I'm going to start it at 0, 0. enter, and I'm going to end it at 1, 2. Okay, here's my rectangle. All right, I'm going to start another rectangle. And let's say I want this rectangle to be the exact same copy. I want it to be identical to my first rectangle, but I just want it in a different location. Okay, so I'm going to put it over here, and well, I'm just going to pretend I'm ignorant right now. So I'm going to type in, again, 1, 2. It doesn't look like 1, 2 to me. Oh, that's right. It's because we're in absolute coordinate setting. See, so my starting point was right here, and I typed in 1, 2. It made my endpoint right here at the endpoint of my other rectangle, and because this is the point 1, 2. Well, that's not what I want. But I'm too lazy to go back and change it to relative coordinate setting. So let me try that again. I know what to do. Correct. I'm going to start it right here. And I'm going to, instead of typing 1, 2, I'm going to type in at. As you can see, at 1, 2. And there you go. So the at, remember the at symbol, when you are in absolute coordinate setting, the at symbol allows you to use relative coordinate setting just for that one input. Thank you very much. Hope you have a great day.